Welcome in, everybody, to another live edition of 410 Sports Talk. I'm James Haskell, along with no one. No, I'm totally kidding. In fact, I am along with no one right now, but I believe Glenn is on his way. I also know DK is setting up his equipment. But I wanted to hop on here because, ladies and gentlemen, we just walloped the Steelers, and I'm excited to talk about it. But before we get into it, of course, I got to shout out our sponsor. BetOnline continues to be the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for online bettings from the earliest odds to in-game live betting. BetOnline provides you with all the action and the ability to watch the games as they happen. The largest selection of odds on everything from football to NBA, college basketball, NHL to UFC. Head to BetOnline today and don't forget to use the promo code, as always, BLEAV. That's BLEAV for your welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline, the game starts here. There he is, DK. Oh, okay, there he's not. Never mind. DK's in the background and maybe making a guest appearance here in a second. But all that being said, I'm not here to wait any longer. I'm excited to talk about our Baltimore Ravens doubling up the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like I said, gave them an absolute spanking. One of Glenn's favorite lines is, we turned that back porch red, and we certainly did that tonight. 34-17. The Baltimore Ravens really controlled this game for the majority of it, and we're here to talk about all of it. Of course, as always, feel free to put in your chats, and I'll try and get to many of them as I can. If you're feeling so convicted and you absolutely want a response, throw in a super chat, and that guarantees a response. But look, I want to start with some stats here. Okay, and I want to start with Lamar Jackson, of course, 207 yards, 3 touchdowns. Did have that uncharacteristic interception, but Lamar Jackson had a sharp game. But his supporting cast is who came out to play today, not just Lamar. Derrick Henry was an absolute dog today. In the fourth quarter, my mom texted me and said, Derrick's got to be getting tired. I said, Mom, this is what he does. This is exactly what Derrick Henry does. This is what he trains for. This is what he prepares for. This is not when he gets tired. This is when Derrick Henry takes your defense into deep waters and has them discover themselves, figure out who they are, see how deep their will is. Derrick Henry had 24 carries. That's right, 24 carries. I don't know if that's a season high, but it's got to be up there. 24 carries, 162 yards with an average of 6.8 every time he touched the rock. And he probably had 6.8 angry runs. I mean, the dude was just rocking people from left to right. Everyone was going for a ride today on the Derrick Henry choo-choo train. I mean, my goodness gracious. Mossy says, Russ fumble, number one turning point. I mean, that has to be, right? My mic has an echo. I'm sorry, Mossy. Let me double check to make sure. DK said it doesn't sound too bad. The reason that has a bit more of an echo is because I'm not in my office. I have family in town for Christmas, so I'm in the gym in my house right now, and so there's no carpet in here, and so it has a bit more of an echo. But absolutely, and look, we talk about this all the time, but man, our Darius Washington put a lick on Russell Wilson. I like the way that Tom Brady said he seemed like he was getting a little greedy there and should have gone down a little earlier, but our Darius Washington made him pay. I loved that. Love to see it. And I would agree with you. I think that was a huge turning point in the game. Alex Goldvarg said, finally whooped him. Long time coming. Lamar and company's maturity is the difference. Calm under pressure, baby. I would agree with you 100% on that, Alex. And I would say there's two things that were different. It's not just the maturity of Lamar and company, who, we'll get to, obviously a big part of that, but also it was a complete game, right? Like, the crazy part is this wasn't the offense's best game ever. Like, this wasn't Lamar going off, laying down a Jackson 5, right? But this was Lamar playing excellent football. This was his supporting cast showing up, from Andrews to Likely to Zay to Henry, right? Even Justice Hill before he got hurt. But then it was also the defense playing really good football. I mean, the defense played excellent football. They did a great job today, brought the physicality. They got the pick six, and, that really brought Lamar and the momentum of the offense back. And then, look, I'm the only one of the three of us that had confidence in Justin Tucker to get it done. And he did. Oh, DK, sorry. 2 out of 3 of us. Sorry, DK's about to have a heart attack. So DK also did, but Tucker looked good. So my point is, and look, shout out to Stout because he caught that difficult snap, brought that thing in for the kick. I'm all that to say, Alex, to your point, I think I do agree with you in that Lamar's maturity played a big part of this, but it was a complete game. This is what happens when the Ravens play complete football games, right? No one needs to play out of their minds. They just need to execute and play complete games. All right, let's go to the next one, DK. What else we got? Doomgoy94 says, how sweet it is. That's right. By far the most satisfying win. That was a lot of fun. I have no idea what Glenn's doing in the background here, but I don't even know if he can hear us. But yeah, absolutely an awesome victory. I mean, this one counts for so much. It was a blast to watch. It was just great to watch this team. Tom Brady called us a sleeping giant. It was nice to watch us just execute, right? Because nobody, I don't think, played out of their mind, out of the scope of what you could expect from them every game. But what they did was they just did their jobs, right? That's the scariest part about this Ravens team that gets me so excited moving into the playoffs. All right, what else we got, DK? Edwin says that interception was on Bateman, stopping his route. Edwin, I agree with you. And it was crazy because if you watch the replay, they had the camera angle on Monk, and Monk was literally saying, bait, 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 because he saw it coming. But look, these things happen. Today we got a dub, and so it's easy to kind of brush it off, but I know they'll go back and practice and get it right. Bateman and Lamar's chemistry has certainly improved and come a long way, so I don't really have concerns there moving forward. Things happen. We won. We're moving on. It's Christmas, right? Like, let's keep going. Tone the Virgo says, in the words of Meek Mill, man, I'm not going to make this sound cool, Tone. Can't believe you just did this to me. He said, hold, wait a minute. Y'all thought we was finished. All right. I tried my best. I want to thank Stephen A. Smith, who was at the game, for giving bulletin material. Cam Newton tried to warn him. Yeah. Stephen A. Smith, take your goofy butt back to Pittsburgh. Nobody cares about you and your Pittsburgh Steelers takes. You're also the same guy that thinks Josh Allen should be the MVP. So to me, you have no credibility. You're outside your mind, right? So yeah, I'm glad you decided to show up in Baltimore and just give us a little more fodder to the fire. So shout out. Doomgoy says, our king found his queen tonight. Tuck's back? That's right, man. Derrick Henry was going off tonight. And yeah, Tuck is back. You guys heard it here. I've been telling you all along, he hasn't gone anywhere. Just watch the way he's striking the ball. It's materialistically different. It is so different the way he strikes it. And I mean, you can tell he's splitting the uprights. This looks like him again. Oh, join me. Okay. All right. Join. Can't he just get in himself, DK? Do I have to let him in? Can he just hop in? Anyway, Glenn's surprise, surprise. Glenn's having technical difficulties. All right. You ready for this? Oh, geez. I'm a little nervous. Oh, boy.
I'm nervous.
Okay.
What's up, boy? What's up? What's up, Jimbo?
What's up, dude? How you doing?
Bro, I'll be honest with you. I've been at Looney's for the last few hours. And look, let me tell you something. The Ravens need to win this game. And no matter how it happens, they won the game by 14 points. Is that correct? Am I wrong
No,
in that?
17 points.
Okay. They won this game handily, as expected. Look, you were right to be scared about me joining this call. I mean, Jimbo, I don't know if you can tell, but I've had a couple drinks. But I appreciate you letting me join. Look, this was a big win. This win guarantees the Ravens still have a chance for the AFC North. Guarantees the fact that they still have a chance at a home playoff game, which, look, you know, I told you, Jimbo, we had a chance to go to this game, and I said, look, I'm going to gamble. I'm going to bank on the fact that the Ravens are going to have a home playoff game at some point.
Yeah. And
if I can only go to one game, I'd prefer to go to a home playoff game versus a home Steelers game. As tough as that is.
Oh, Glenn, this is totally going up on Instagram, just so you know.
Dude,
the hiccups.
I'll be honest with you. People
the
were buying
hiccups
me
are great.
shots like crazy. Like, everyone is telling me, take the shot, take the shot.
Look
And
at Jack.
I'm
This
moments
is
away.
the analysis we all came for.
Look, I'm moments away from telling my wife to pull this car over. Okay, it's been look. I went to Looney's. If anyone's been to Looney's on a game day,
It's Friday.
you know how it is. They told me I shouldn't have answered this. I shouldn't have clicked on this link. Everyone told me this was not a good idea. But here I am because look, I had a commitment, and I'm not gonna back out of my commitment to join this post game. So, yeah, Glenn is fried. Black Daniels, you've never been so correct in your life. Look, shots were being handed to me that I didn't want to take, but I felt obligated to take those shots. And, man, what a win for the Ravens. Shout out to the Ravens for getting themselves back in the race of the AFC North. I think they have every opportunity to win this race and bring a home playoff game to Baltimore. And, look, the Steelers, we knew were a fraud. They were a fraud when their record was what it was. And they're just proving the fact that without George Pickens, they're nothing more than a 500 football team with a good defense. Let's just say what it is.
100%. They were absolutely discovered, right? I said it before. Derrick Henry took this defense for a walk and allowed them to find their souls. And look what ended up happening, right? He ran all over them. So, yes, I absolutely agree. And, Glenn, the best part of all of it is the Ravens got an absolute dub. I mean, smashed them. Odafe Oweh put up an absolute 0. And Justin Tucker made all of his kicks.
Dude. First of all, Odafe Oweh was this close to getting a sack in the first half. And let me tell you, the bar was going absolutely apeshit. He should have gotten a half a sack. This is some bull crap.
No, that was not a half sack. Get out of here.
What? Bruh, he deserved a half sack. But look, here's what we proved tonight. We proved that we're a playoff team. That the Steelers are nothing more than a good team, but certainly not a great team. They have a good defense, but they don't have an offense that is to be feared. I think that's fair to say. The Ravens' offense is better than just average. They are one of the greatest offenses of all times, and its defense continues to get things figured out. And Jimbo, I said it. I said under, I picked the over in total misses for Justin Tucker.
Yep.
And I'll be the first to admit, Justin Tucker proved me wrong, and I'm happy that he did so. We need this guy if we're going to get to where we hope to get to, and Justin Tucker making these field goals did nothing but improve my confidence level going forward.
Amen to that, Glenn. I'm going to get through some of these super chats.
Let's
see here. Gene says the founding father safety's putting in work. GG.
How about our Darius Washington causing fun? I mean, this guy just makes plays happen, Jimbo.
Dude, loved it. Loved watching our Darius do that. Agree with you there on that one. Mossy says, James, notice Harbs is close to Orr when defense on. He's on point. What's being called? Maybe it's just me seeing things. So is he saying that maybe Harbs is making the calls, whatever?
My hair looks so bad, Jimbo.
It's okay. It's all right, Glenn.
Bro, somebody said I was balding, bro. Honestly, tell me.
I don't see it.
Right?
It's a touch thin, right?
What?
No, you're not balding. You're okay.
Jimbo, I'm sensitive right now.
No,
bro.
but Glenn, you don't have thick hair. You just have, you know what I mean? Like, but it doesn't look any thinner than normal.
Guys.
I
don't think it's thinning. It's just turning gray.
It's turning gray. It's not thinning.
Yeah, that's all right. Nothing wrong with that.
No,
Edwin says Marlo erased that mistake. He has come up big this year in dire situations. Let him have his podcast. Hey, look, the biggest thing is that Marlo got healthy this offseason, right? Like, that was what it was really about. Shout out to Marlo for coming back in a big way. Shout out to me for saying that he would. And boo to all of you people who said he was washed. Kick rocks.
I see that nonsense. But no, I mean, look, here's the good thing. The Chiefs, while look, I was rooting against them. There's no doubt about it. I was rooting against Hollywood, the Chiefs, Xavier Worthy, you name it. I was rooting against them. But having them win today, and no doubt help the Ravens in the sense that they have to beat the Steelers next week to maintain their number 1 overall seed, to keep no doubt the fact that they're going to get a home playoff game and that the playoff.
DK, is that me? No, that's Glenn. Okay, Glenn's frozen. Okay, no worries. It's funny because it's normally me, and I'm the one on the road. And now it's Glenn. Tom Botto says, good W. However, we still fumbled 3 times. If we don't recover those fumbles, could have been a different game. Good point, Tom Botto. Splash of reality. But look, we got some things we need to work on. Absolutely. But I think this was the most complete game we've played all year. Even in the bigger victories, margin-wise or dominance on offense, I think this was the most complete game in all 3 phases. But good point, Tom. All right, let's go to the next one. Glenn, here, I'll bring you back in. All right, you there?
You missed the interception?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
They got an interception on us, but then we got it right back. And you missed it?
Who got it?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
gosh. Okay. I'm going to remove Glenn from the Always blessed. My guys, if this game was Mortal Kombat, it would be a flawless victory. LOL. Great game and much needed win. As always, great show. God bless you and your families. Ravens till the death of me. Let's go. Shout out to Always Blessed. Oh, shoot. All right, DK, let's keep this thing rolling. Let's see. Damon says, Glenn Liddy in the city. This game was so needed. Darius should get a game ball. He better get a game ball. Absolutely. All right, let's keep this thing rolling here. This has basically just become a super chat show. Sorry, DK. Robbie Pate says, ever since I saw Tucker at the train station in New York, I knew things would change. In Tuck we trust. Thank you, Robbie. Thank you for the backup. I'm glad to be a crew of 2 now, or DK's like 2.5. He was like waffling. But glad to have you on my side, Robbie. I agree with you. All right, let's keep this thing going, DK. Oh, Sean Pisker. Boys, I was at the game. What an amazing atmosphere. Huge win. That's awesome. We could hear you, Sean, and everyone else out there absolutely screaming your lungs out. Thank you so much for going out there and supporting our squad. Let's go, Ravens. Huge, huge win. Can't wait for the next one. Mossy, Glenn, and James, what do you think of Brady calling? I warmed him. He's good in commentary. Agree? Yeah, I hate this. Every year older I get, the more I like Tom Brady. I hate that. I hate it. But I respect the man, and he's good. And every year he does this, he's going to get even better. He's already better than Tony Romo. So, yeah. All right, let's see. Don C., what a win, guys. You're not balding, Glenn. You're the people's champ, brother. All right, shout out to Don C. Let's see. Gentlemen, this is a playoff team. We finally get to see what a complete team looks like. Thank you, Doomgoy. Amen. Lamar's wide receiver caused interception. Hurt my heart, but 4 ain't bad. Love it, dude. Absolutely. I'm absolutely with you on that one. What a complete win. And then Jabari says, most satisfying win since Titans wildcard game. Ooh, I don't know. Yeah. But that was a big one. I got to agree with Jabari. That's top 3 for sure in a while. That Bills game early this year was pretty satisfying. That's that Chiefs game we went to a few years ago. We were down by 11 twice. Pretty dang satisfying as well. But it's up there, Jabari. I feel you. This is a truncated show, ladies and gentlemen. But I just want to end with this because we're going to be on Tuesday. So it's a weird schedule. We'll be back on Tuesday to recap this game and then preview the next game. But I just want to say, as we talked about before, the Ravens are in the driver's seat. Now, we need the Steelers to lose to drop one of their next 2. But, we got the Texans coming up on a short week, and then we got close it out with the Browns. So make sure you hang out with us. We'll be here to keep you tuned in. We'll announce our winner on Tuesday as well. Lots of awesome stuff going on. The Ravens have guaranteed themselves a playoff spot. Let's go, Baltimore. Let's go, Flock. And we'll talk to you guys soon. All right. See you guys.